This
Intercompany
conference will
stock
now be
transfer.
recorded.
So we have two methods of STOs. One is intra-company method and the second one is intercompany method. In intra-company, we discussed two types of STOs. So today, we to discuss about intercompany. What is meant by intercompany STO, stock transport order, is MMSD integration. Okay, so whether it's intra-company or intercompany, called MMSD integration. Okay, an intra-company STO means if the metal is moving between two plants and these two plants are belongs to the two different company codes, then we'll say it's an intercompany stock transport order. But we have only one type of STO, that is a STO with SD shipping, STO with SD shipping, and STO with billing also. Okay, STO with SD shipping and STO with billing also. For type 3 STO, STO with SD shipping and STO with billing. Okay. Now, in this intercompany STO, so an intra type 1 STO we don't require any config step, but type 2 STO we require config step, and type 3 STO also we require config steps here. There are 7 config steps. So this remaining means the 6 config steps we discussed for type 2, right? So for all the config steps remain same, and more one config step we need to maintain here. Okay. Now once again, okay, so it is opportunity. Once again we'll see the config step. All these config steps will be performed by the whom? So SD people. But you should have idea. Now what is the config step? The first config step is a set of sales area. Set of sales area, the combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Okay, is about the first config step. Second config step, assign sales organization and distribution channel to supplying plant. Okay. Second config step. And third config step, create and assign. So the third config step, create and assign. Okay. Shipping plan to supplying plant. Create and assign shipping plan to supplying plant. The third config step, the fourth config step is this all you need to write down. Shipping point determination. Okay. Shipping point determination. The combination of shipping condition, LGRP means loading group, supplying plant, and shipping plant. The most important config step, fourth one. The fifth one, create and assign CMR, customer master card. CMR means customer master card to receiving plant. Okay, today receiving plant will be 2000. Okay, because 2000 company code, 2000 plant is there, so it will become 2000 receiving plant here. The sixth one, assign delivery type. For type 2 STO, delivery type is NL. For type 3 STO, delivery type will be NLCC. And checking rule 2, supplying plant with the document type will be NB. For type 1, type 2 STO, document type use UB. For type 3 STO, this is most important. We need to select a document type NB only. Okay. For type 1, type 2, document type UB. For type 3, document type NB. And what is the extra config step? The 7th config step. So this is most important to perform this type 3 STO, which is intercompany STO. So we need to, so here for type 2 STO, we'll treat as a receiving plant as a customer. In type 3 STO also we need to treat as a receiving plant as a customer, but supplying plant is a vendor. So we need to create, so we need to create a vendor master record. Okay. In receiving plant organization point of view, receiving plant org point of view, supplying plant as a this is the seventh config step is new, but you no need to worry. So all these config steps will be done by the purely real-time SD people. You should have idea. Okay. So what is shipping point? What is customer master record? Why we need to assign? So why we need to create a customer master record? So all this you should have idea. Okay. Let me come on, Suman. వచ్చేసి ఇది అయిపోయి నేను చెప్పేస్తా సిస్టమ్ ఆన్ చేసుకొని right. So we'll perform all these config steps. Okay. Now let us start the server. So one by one config step will perform. Okay, one by one config step will perform. So go to Bruhas, right? Enter the user ID and password. So all these config steps we perform, right? So, right. Now once again we'll review all the config steps. So I think almost all 2 times we discussed. Now third time we are discussing. Okay. So the first config step is set up sales area. The combination of sales organization, distribution, and division. Okay. And the combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Okay. This is actually the sales organization responsible for the sales activities. Distribution channel. What is distribution channel? So for MM we have procurement process. For SD they have some. So channels means what type of sales. Division means what kind of product here. Okay, this is most important. Okay. So client will not treat as only your MM consultant. You are the last consultant. Suddenly you will get the opportunity. How you will survive? Okay. So now these are all you need to understand. So let us see this setup sales here. When we are creating, we are giving purchasing organization, plant store location. For SD people, they will give you sales organization, distribution, and divisions here. Okay. So go to SPR or IMG and enterprise structure. Go to definition. In definition part, so here where I need to go, I need to go to sales and distribution. Here I'll define and copy the sales organization. The sales organization purely responsible for the sales activities. Okay. So I'm taking my sales organization is 1000. In real system only 000. So if they want, they will copy the new sales organization. And also distribution channel. The distribution channel. So here we have a lot of procurement process like consignment, pipeline, subcontracting. These are all procurement process. For the SD people, they have different kind of sales here. Distribution channel, just I'm taking 10. And where we'll create division. So the division will be created under the last general. Division will be created under the last general. So this is the division. Define, copy, delete, check division here. So here now the division means what kind of product here. Okay. So sales organization, distribution, and division. Division means so what kind of product here. Okay. So with this, so now in the definition part, once you define your sales organization, distribution, and divisions, now go to assignment part. In assignment part, you go to sales and distribution and assign your respective sales organization to company code and your respect to distribution channel to sales organization and division to sales organization. Finally, you will find the setup sales area, the combination of sales organization, distribution, and division. So this is most important for the SD people. Okay, so they will use whenever they are doing some sales transaction, they will use this here. Okay, so it means they want to create any master data for SD, and if they want to create sales order, anything here, they will use this setup sales here. So this is about first config step. So now what is the second config step here? Assign sales organization distribution to supplying center. Okay. Now for the second config step in the same line item. Okay. So still we are in assignment part. Here itself you will find the second config step. So what is my second config step? Assign sales organization distribution channel to plant here. So which plant is supplying? In my case, 1000 plant is supplying. So my sales organization distribution need to assign to my supplying plant. Okay. So go to position and my sales organization is 1000 and distribution 10 and my supplying plant is 1000. So here I can check whether receiving plant is assigned or not. That is immaterial for me. But my sales organization distribution is assigned to supplying plant or not. This we need to understand. My sales organization and distribution is assigned to my supplying plant or we need to observe. Okay. This is about the second config step here. And third config step, create and assign. Okay, so create and assign shipping plant to supplying plant. So what is shipping plant here? So the third config step here, so create and assign shipping plant to supplying plant. Create and assign shipping plant to supplying plant. And what is shipping plant? Shipping plant is a physical location. Okay. So here in real time, in a particular plant, I have so many shipping points. Shipping point is a physical location, so all the shipping activities will be carried out. Okay. So each and every plant we have shipping points. Okay. Now come to here. Now just you go to definition part. Okay. So the shipping point is a physical location. Again, you need to go to the enterprise structure. In enterprise structure, we have definition part. Okay. So far we observed financial accounting, we observed company and a company code. In last six general, we observed plant, and just now we observed division also, and sales and distribution, materials management. This all we observed. MMWM integration also we observed. Last execution. Now in last execution itself, you will find shipping point. Okay. Define copy delete shipping point. The shipping point is a physical location. The plant contains multiple shipping points. Okay. The shipping point area. So all the shipping activities will be carried out. Okay. So define shipping point. So as per standard SAP, so in real time, so only triple shipping point is given by the SAP, but you can create multiple shipping points. But in training system, I am taking my shipping point is 1000. Okay, the shipping point, if you copy the new one from real system, you need to copy from triple, but in training system, you need to copy from 1000 here. Okay, so 1000 is shipping point, you need to copy here. So now the shipping point you must copy. So, but actually I'm not copying this, I'm taking 1000 shipping point. The shipping point, so each and every plant, we have so many, okay, so inside the plant, the physical area will call shipping point. So all the shipping activities will be carried out. Shipping, so means and the physical area name they will call as a shipping point. The plant contains multiple shipping point, one or multiple shipping points. Shipping point will be divided into different loading points. Okay. So these shipping point, I suppose now couple of persons. The shipping point one, some Mr. Rajesh is responsible. Okay, you can track it. So the shipping area, all the shipping activities will be carried out. Shipping activities, loading activity will be carried out. Okay. So in definition part, if you define the shipping point, okay, and this shipping point to complete the third config step, again I need to go to assignment part. In assignment part, again I need to go to last execution. So I must assign my shipping point to supplying plant. Okay, I must assign my shipping point to supplying plant. So the plant contains one shipping point or multiple shipping points. The plant contains one shipping point or multiple shipping points. Let me go to find button here. So what is my shipping point? 1000. What is my supplying plant? 1000. So the shipping point is assigned to supplying plant. Okay. So the plant contains multiple shipping points. Okay. So but one or multiple shipping points. But let me check. My shipping point is there or not? Yes. My shipping point is there. So 1000 is my supplying plant. My shipping point is 1000 is also there. So with this we completed the third config step. What we discussed, this is the most important config step here. In support, right, you're working, so if you are getting any issue, okay, so this fourth config step is most important. What is my fourth config step here? The fourth config step is shipping band determination, the combination of shipping condition, loading group, so supplying plan and shipping band. Okay, how the shipping band will be determined here? So this is the shipping condition. So will be created by the SD people. Loading group also will be created by the SD people. S plan means supplying plan and shipping plan. Okay. If the combination is set, automatically system has to propose the shipping plan at the time of PO. So this also we discussed in the last two sessions in detail. So once again I will show you today. So we need to go to SPRO. So where I need to go to SPRO? SPRO and go to IMG, SPRO IMG. So we need to go to last week's question. Okay. So external last week's question. The last year execution will be divided into shipping here. So under the last year execution, we need to go to shipping. In shipping, so we need to go to basic shipping functions. In shipping, where I need to go? I need to go to basic shipping functions. In basic shipping functions, okay. So again, I need to go to shipping point and goods receiving point information. Shipping point and goods receiving point information. Okay. So here I need to define the shipping condition. I need to define the shipping conditions. Come to define shipping conditions. So I have so many shipping points will be there. Okay. So the shipping conditions. So what exactly the shipping conditions? Okay, all the customers will not ship in same manner, right? So some customers I need to as soon as possible I need to dispatch. Some customers I need to dispatch in standard way. Some customers in collective processing. So these are all different shipping conditions. Okay, the sales people they will create shipping condition. So these shipping condition they will assign to customer master record. Shipping conditions where they will assign. So to customer. So here we'll create a customer shipping condition. This shipping condition will assign to. I have so many customers, so I will assign to this shipping condition to customer master cards. And next, loading groups here. What is loading group here? See here in the stores, okay, I have a lot of materials. So all the materials characteristics will not be same. Some materials I will load by using crane. Some materials I will use by forklift. Some materials I can load manually also. So this loading group where I need to assign my respective metal master sales view, I need to assign the loading group here by using crane out. So this is the loading group here. Okay. So next, finally, this is the shipping point determination. Okay, this is shipping point determination. So I have so many entries will be there. Okay, these are actually there are 2,894 entries will be there in the system, but my entry there are not. I need to check. So now if you observe this table, this is the shipping condition, and this is the loading group, and this is the supplying plant, which are the plant, and what is the proposed shipping price. But I need to check my entry, right? My shipping condition is 01 as soon as possible. My loading group 000 I am saying by using crane. So my supplying plant is 1000. The proposed shipping plant is there. This entry is there or not. So there is no position button. Then I will check here. So it's simple. Go to selection by content. From menu bar selection by content. Loading group. So what are the parameters you need to check? Loading group, and next what I need to select here? Plant and shipping condition. So just you need to select here. So it will ask here. So what is your loading group? You are taking 000, right? So take 000. And what is your plan? 1000 plant is supplying. So enter 1000 plant. What is my shipping condition? I'm taking 01. So if you go to choose button, automatically, yes, your entry is there. So 01 is shipping condition you are using. The shipping condition I am to assign it to customer master record. Loading group I am using 000. So this 000 I am assigning to my metal master. And which plant is supplying? 1000 plant is supplying. What is my proposed shipping plant? 1000. Okay. So with this, the fourth config step is also there. Okay. Now I need to step into the fifth config step. Create and assign customer master record to receiving plant. What is my fifth config step? Create and assign customer master record to receiving plant. So receiving plant always treat as a customer here. Okay. So previously I shown you so a couple of times, but once again I will show you how to create a customer master record. How to create a customer master record? Simply, I need to go to XD0 to create vendor master XK0 to create customer master record XD0. So here for vendor master also we'll select the account group, right? Here also we need to select the account group as a 000 sold to party, and which company code? So I'm using 1000 company code. And what is my set of sales area? You know, sales organization is 1000, distribution is 10 and division 00. Okay, customer number system will give you. Don't worry. Okay, simply you need to click on continue. The vendor is going to classify into 3 areas. Company code. Oh, so I mentioned 100. Okay, actually here the company code is 1000, right? So here once you enter. Now the vendor is going to classify into 3 areas: general data, company code data, and purchasing data. For customer also you need to enter the general data. General data means name of the customer. So test customer. Okay, test customer for the type 3 STO3 I am saying here. This is the test customer here. So city, some XYZ city, the country, some DE. So this customer is belongs to which region? South region or north region? Okay, so here I need to select the which region this customer belongs to. So all the customer fax number, customer telephone number, customer email ID. So all the customer general data I need to enter. Then I need to click on company code data. Okay, same like vendor master. In vendor master company code are also finance people, customer company code also finance people. Only reconciliation account is mandatory field. So there is only one field we need to enter because there is no option, there is no finance. So only mandatory field I need to enter, but remaining all the parameters will be filled by the finance people. You don't need to worry. Okay, so all these fields will be filled by the finance people. Just only this is only one mandatory field. Next, immediately I need to step into the sales area data. So who will fill the sales area data? SD people. Okay, the sales area data filled by the SD people. So first go to shipping. In shipping, okay. So here, what is shipping here? So shipping delivery priority. Okay, the delivery priority, high priority, low priority. Okay. So all the customers will not give the same priority. Some customers I need to give very high priority. Some customers I need to give normal priority. Some customers I need to give low priority. So this delivery priority I need to give normal priority. Shipping condition, just now we observed right shipping condition. Here I need to maintain the shipping condition. Okay, shipping condition is as much as possible. And here now enter the delivery priority shipping condition. Go to billing documents. In billing documents, see here this is actually SD people. It is liable for the tax or not yet. Okay, if you want, you can make it a taxes liable or tax exempted. Just I'm taking tax exempted. So with this, if you click on save, the system will give you customer number. System will give customer number. So once the customer is created, so what is my customer number? 100191. 100191. So this is remains same XD02 to change the customer, XD03 display the customer. So copy the customer number 100191. So 100191. So this is my customer. And actually, what is the fifth step? Right, we are into the fifth step. Create and assign customer master card receiving plan. So what is my receiving plan today? Receiving plan is actually 2000. Okay, so why I'm taking 2000? Because intercompany means 1000 company code 1000 plan, 2000 company code to 2000. So it is the intercompany means company code to company. Now go to SPRO and to complete the fifth config step SPRO SAP reference IMG. Now go to materials management. In materials management, go to purchasing. In purchasing, so I need to go to purchase order. In purchasing, I need to go to purchase order. In purchase order, where I need to go? I need to go to set up stock transport order and define shipping data for plants. Okay, so now please observe your what is your receiving plan 2000. This is in 2000 company code. Select your 2000 plant and enter your customer number to plant here. What is my customer number to plant here? So simply click on enter here 100199. So remain, you must observe the setup sales area. Okay, should be there. So with this, I complete a few. So in real time, we'll create permanently one customer and we'll assign to permanently customer number to plant. So with this, the fifth config step is completed. Now what is my sixth config step here? So here up to 6 config step remains same. Only for type 2 STO delivery type will be NL, but in type 3 STO delivery type is NLCC. And document type NB, here document type for type 2 NB UB, for type 3 NB document. So all the 6 configs remain same. Let us observe the 6th config step also. So I don't need to go anywhere. Here itself you will see here a 6th config step here. This is actually assign delivery type and checking rule here. Come to here. So what is my document type? My document type will be NB. What is my plant here? Supplying plant 1000. So let us observe my delivery type and checking rule is already assigned here. Okay. So with this, the 6th config step is also same. And these are all we discussed twice. Now this is the third time we are discussing all this config step. Now let us will do for the 7th config step. This is most important. This is for actually intercompany STO. This is the only one config step is new for us. Okay. So till now whatever we discussed, just we repeat it. So now this is the new config step to perform the type 3 STO. What is type 3 STO? STO with SD shipping and STO with billing. If you want to perform the type 3 STO, so we need to create. So here previously for type 2, type 1, so what we observed, receiving plant is a customer here, but supplying plant is a vendor. For type 3 STO, that is STO with SD shipping, then billing is also there, right? So that's what we need to create a vendor master card in XK01. Receiving plant organization point of view, supplying plant is a vendor. Okay. let us we'll do it type. Okay, so the seventh config step, final config step. So what is the transition code? Tell me to create vendor master XK01 here. Okay, so simply you need to go to XK01. So to create vendor master, you need to go to XK01. But actually, is a plant vendor is unique here. The plant vendor is unique here. Okay, in real time also, in real system or training system, the plant vendor will be unique here. Okay, so supplying plant treated as a vendor here. So how to treat here? Receiving plant organization point of view. What is my receiving plant? 2000, right? So 2000 company code, 2000 purchase organization. Receiving plant organization point of view means, so here what is my company code? 2000. Receiving plant is 2000 plant is belongs to 2000 company code and purchase organization is 2000. Account group. What is the account group I need to take? I can take 001 also, but as per the best practice, the plant vendor, so I need to take account group as a plant. 0007 I need to take. Okay, so this is what I need to take here. So 0007 here. So enter your vendor, enter your purchase organization, and account group I need to take as a 0007 here. Now, so unfortunately, this 0007 is actually external assignment. External assignment here. The external assignment means so third party vendor, right? So just what is the number I can give here? So I can give some third party vendor, right? So some Y100. I'm giving some Y100. So any one vendor you can alphanumeric and numeric you can give. So numeric numbers, suppose you can give Y100 I'm creating here. So it is a vendor I'm creating here. So this is the test vendor. Test vendor for intercompany issue. Okay, test vendor for intercompany issue. Test vendor. Enter all the details here. Enter. So this remains same. Already you know how to create vendor master. Reconciliation code will be there. Company code to company code. Reconciliation because we are creating vendor in 2000 company code. This reconciliation code we need to give and the cash management need to give. So many number of times you need to practice all. Okay, so simply you will not get. So practice. Okay, this configuration section. This remains same. Once you come to the purchasing data, here enter your currency euro, but how to treat as a supplying plant as a vendor. This is most important, and most of the industry will ask you this question here. Okay, so here now go to from extra menu bar from extra tab here. So once you reach the purchasing data, the supplying plant treat as a vendor. Okay, so once you come to the purchasing data from extra tab, add purchasing data here. Which plant is here? Supplying plant as a vendor, right? Just you need to enter the supplying plant. Now if you click on continue, but unfortunately, so plant vendor is unique. So 4445 vendor already we assigned 1000 plant here. So why should I assign here? So here now you can utilize 4445. So either you can go to 4445 vendor, you need to remove the supplying plant, or you can use. So let me use 4445. Now you got an idea, right? So how to add the supplying plant as a vendor? So 4445 we can use. Okay. So let us use 4445. Okay. So with this we completed all the config steps. Okay. With this we completed 7 config step we complete. I need to run the scenario. Okay. So if I want to run the scenario, let us see. So now end user perspective. Now I have 1000 company code, and this is my 2000 company code. So this is company code 1. This is actually the company code 1. Okay, the company code 1, and this is a company code 2 here. This is company code 2. In 1000 company code, I have 1000 plant here. 1000 company code, I have 1000 plant. 1000 plant will treat as a supply. 2000 company code. Okay. So we are discussing about intercompany. Intercompany means here 1000 company code 1000 plant is supplying, and 2000 company code 2000 plant is receiving. So which plant is required the material? Receiving plant, right? So now let us see. We'll perform the individual steps here. Receiving plant is required the material. So receiving plant people, what they will do? They will create a PR. Create a PR in any procurement transition code. So generally they will mention which material they required. So how much quantity they required, for which plant they required, for which store location they required. Okay, so there are all the details they will mention, and what is the use rate. Okay, so with this receiving plant people, so they'll create a PR purchase equation. Okay, and next in receiving plant people, so whichever the plant is required, they will create a PR, right? So it will go to the purchasing department. The purchasing department people, so they will create a PO. They will create a PO in ME21 and transition code. In ME21 transition code with reference to PR. With reference to PR, they will create a PO. But what is the document type they will take here? The document type they will take. Which document type they will take here? So document type NB. For type 1, type 2, document type UB. For type 3, they will take the document type NB. Okay, because it is a type 3 STO performing. What is the STO performing? Document type NB. They must take the document type NB only. Okay, so once they will take the document type NB, you can observe. Okay, so here observe the shipping tab. The shipping tab is generated. So now in item details, you need to observe the new tab need to be generated. Shipping tab, there you will find all these details. A shipping tab is not generated means somewhere you have not properly maintained all these config steps. So this is the measurement you need to understand. If shipping tab is generated means all your config steps is properly handled. Otherwise, again you need to check all these config steps. Okay. Now let us observe the receiving plant end. Once they will create a PO, it will come to the supplying plant people. So this is the sales process, right? So outbound delivery will be created. So outbound delivery will be created. So this outbound delivery, okay. So here in VL10B transition code here. VL10B transition code. So these people they'll create outbound delivery in VL. Is the initiation of the sales process. Outbound delivery with reference to POE, with reference to the initiation of the sales process, but the stock will not be decreased here. Okay. But now fourth step also will be handled here itself here. So what these people will do, they will do the post goods issue. Post goods issue in VL02N transition code. They will do the post goods issue with respect to outbound delivery in VL02N. Now you need to observe the movement type. For type 1 STO, the movement type will be 351. For type 2 STO, the movement type will be okay. So 641. For type 3 STO, the movement type will be 643. All the interest they'll ask you. But whenever the supplying plant will do the PGI, the stock will be decreased here, and meanwhile stock will be in transit. So whenever the receiving plant is received, the fifth step will be means now meanwhile the stock will be decreased here. The stock is in transit. Whenever the receiving plant people is received, they will enter the goods receipt in Vigo. Goods receipt will be done in Vigo. Once they received physically, so they will enter. They will confirm the goods receipt with one type. They will perform the goods receipt here. And the sixth and seventh step also will be done. Means these people they will create the invoice, and also they will create the billing document also. The receiving plant people, so they will use the invoice. Invoice will be created, and billing also need to be created. This is a sixth and seventh step also will be there. And because the supplying plant is a vendor, so definitely these people okay, they will prepare a billing, and as per this billing document, this BF01 transition code intercompany billing. Okay, the receiving plant people need to pay to the supplying plant here. But if I want to perform the type 1, type 2, type 3 STOs, okay, these are the two prerequisites common. What is the prerequisite here? The material should be created in both the plants, and sufficient stock should be available in the supplying plant. Okay. Now let us run the scenario. So if I want to run the scenario, first of all, what is the step here? Go to MM01. Okay. So I need to create a material. In supplying plant, I must create with the sales visit, whether finished product or semi-finished product. Okay. I must create what I need to create here, semi-finished product or any, but the material should have some sales visit. So what are the material I'm creating? The material must be a sales visit. For type 2 and type 3 in supplying plant. Receiving plant sales is there are not immediate. But what are the material I'm creating? The material must have sales visit. Okay. So all these details. Enter the plant and invest store location. So here 1000 plant 000. What is my sales organization and what is my distribution? So my plant, supplying plant, stores. What is my sales organization? What is my distribution? Okay. So create a material. So this is actually the material we are going to create here. So just copy this material. This material I need to create and I need to extend here. Okay. Now come to here. So now this is actually test material. I'm creating some test material for type 3 STO. So you know everybody how to create a material. So enter the material group. And in sales organization one view, only when it enters in sales organization one view, tax information is mandatory. So whether it is liable for the tax or so tax is exempted, just I'm making tax is exempted, no tax here. SD people, so material to material, for which material they are paying the tax and they will inform. In sales organization two view, also just you need to enter the item category as norm here. Okay. Norm means third party. Okay. The item category is norm. And in sales organization three view, we need to enter the transport group and loading group. Just now we discussed loading group is a shipping point information. So material to material I'm going to load here. Some materials I'm using by crane, some materials forklift here. So which loading group I'm taking? Triple zone. Okay. So by using crane here, so enter the loading group is triple zone, and transport group also like triple zone. All these details I need to enter. So enter the valuation class symbol. Now going into the valuation class here. Valuation class and price. Okay. The price will be some 100 euros. Okay. But I need to fulfill the first prerequisite. What is the first prerequisite? The material should be created and it should also extend it. This material I must extend it to my receiving plant. Then only the first prerequisite is completed. So how to extend it? So how to extend the material here? So now simply go to MM03, copy this material. So you know how to extend the material. So if you want to extend the material, go to MM01 and enter the same material code and go to org levels. So here which plant I want to extend now. This is actually intercompany. So 2000 plant also we have 3000 store location is there. So basic data will be common. Purchasing will be open. Who is the buyer group is here, and general plant. So receiving plant sales view is not more. It is not immediate. If you want, you can enter other else you can leave it here. So enter all these values. Enter the valuation class. So with this we complete the first prerequisite here. So complete the first prerequisite here. And the price also you can enter plant to plant you can mention the same price or different price. Right. So I completed the first prerequisite here. But what is my second prerequisite here? I should make the availability of this target. Okay. So whichever the plant is supplying, so this 1000 company for 1000 plant, 2000 company. So this plant is supplying. So here you should have some stock. If stock is not there, how can I issue? I can transfer it. So simply go to MMB. I want to make the availability of this stock. So before that, please go and observe this material in supplying plant 001 location. The stock is 0, but stock should not be 0. So I want to make the availability of this stock. So I should have some stock here. Then only I can transfer it. So for this actually, what I need to perform, I need to make the availability. So for this, what we observed, so either you can create a PO to the vendor, or whenever the material is required in emergency, the user will go and he will call to the vendor. The vendor once will dispatch with 50 moment type, will receive the stock, enter the plant store location, so enter your material code and enter the quantity. So 100 quantity, enter and you can consider. Okay. Now with this, the material got posted. Now please go and observe the stock value. Now we received the stock. Okay. So 100 pieces here. Now all the eligibility criteria is there. So I created and extended the material. One material is enough, and I maintain the stock also. I maintain all the config steps. Now straight away I will create a PO. So you know how to create a PR. Straight away I will create a PO in receiving plant. Whether shipping type is generated, then your config steps is remain same. So once the PO is created, it will come to the supplying plant. The supplying plant people will do OBD, outbound delivery PGA. The stock will be decreased or not, we need to observe. Now go to DL10B transition. Okay, so sorry. Go to PO ME21. Now please observe carefully here. So which document type? So for type 1, type 2 STO, we have taken document type UB. For type 3 STO, I need to take the document type UB. NB. And which vendor here? 3445. Don't enter 1000 vendor. So 3445 I am entering because it's a plant vendor. Then plant vendor. Okay. And go to edit tab. Which people is doing? 2000 people. So 2000 purchase organization, buyer group, and 2000 company code. So which material they require? This is the material they require. This is the material they require. How much quantity they require? They require some 40 pieces here. Okay. And here enter the plant. Which plant is preparing this PO? Receiving plant and receiving store location. So they will mention all these details. Okay. Observe all these details. Only system is asking the price. Okay, let me mention the price here. But here only what we need to understand, the shipping tab is generated or not. If shipping tab is generated, so your all the config step is proper. So now in my case, shipping tab is generated. Now whatever this 7 config steps, all the config steps you can observe. Your setup sales area is there. Okay, and your customer number is assigned to supplying plant. Customer number is assigned to receiving plant. The customer number is coming. And the loading group, transport group, we assign to the customer master card. Delivery and loading group and transport group we assign to material master. And delivery priority and shipping condition assigned to the customer master card. Whatever the delivery type and whichever the shipping plan is determined, observe all these details and observe the shipping tab. Click on message during check and you need to click on save. So once the PO is created, it's called stock transport order PO. Okay. So stock transport order PO 45300 17211. 45300 17211. Now with this, we received a PO from the receiving plant. It will go to the supplying plant. So what the supplying plant people will do? The supplying plant people, they will create a, so this PO will come to the supplying plant. The supplying plant people, so they will create OBD. OBD means outbound delivery. In VL10B transition code, they will prepare outbound delivery. Now come to here. So these people, they will create outbound delivery. So simply, so this is actually activity is going to do by the supplying plant. Go to VL10B. In VL10B, go to purchase order, enter the PO number. This is my PO number. But actually in real system, we no need to remove. But in training system, why we are removing? Because today itself we are doing shipping activities, loading activities, transport activities. So all this possible. But in real time, we no need to remove. But in training system, we need to remove all the creation rules. So it should be make it plain, and you need to click on execute here. When you click on execute, you will find one line item. Okay. So this line item is most important here. Select this line item. So you need to click on background. The system automatically creates the outbound delivery number. Okay. The system will automatically create the outbound delivery number. Now the outbound delivery, if you want to check the outbound delivery, in PO also you can check the outbound delivery, display of the PO, or here itself also you can check the outbound delivery. Okay. Yes. Now everything is traffic green light. Now you can see your delivery has been created. Show the delivery. Now if you see here, the delivery here itself we can find the delivery number. This is most important here. So this is my delivery number. And else where I can see my delivery number. Suppose if I not here also you can see, and simply go to ME23 and display of the PO. PO display also latest PO. Okay. The purchase address unit will be generated. So this is the latest PO. Here also you can see the outbound delivery number. Purchase address tab will be generated. Here also you can see the outbound delivery number. Okay. So this is the outbound delivery number for. Okay, next, but if I go to check the stock overview, if you create outbound delivery, there is no stock movement. When the stock movement will be done? So whenever you do the PGA, when you do the PGA, post goods issue, so VL010, 6 particle movement type you need to observe. And when I do the PGA means I am issuing to the customer. Now today, what is my customer? Receiving plant is a customer. If I do the PGA, you can observe the 6 particle movement type. The 40 pieces will be decreased here, and this 40 pieces in the transit here. Okay, after this fourth step. Now come to here. Now simply, what is the transition go to the PGA VL010? Go to VL010. Latest outbound delivery number will come. Enter your outbound delivery number. Now please observe outbound delivery. Now first you go to the goods metadata. Observe your movement type is 643. For type 1 STO 351, type 2 641. For type 3 STO 643 movement type. And go to picking tab. In picking tab, so fortunately here WM transfer is required. Okay. So WM transfer is required. So it is related to WM. Okay, don't worry. Okay. Select this line item. Okay, now picked. If WM transfer is not required, directly you can enter the picked quantity. It is a gray mode. It is related to WM. You don't worry. Okay. So if you are getting like this, select this line item. Go to here. What you will find here? So you will find a subsequent function one. See here now select your line item. Okay. So if the picked quantity, how it is that picked quantity is enabled. So gray mode is there. I want to enter the picked quantity, but it's gray mode here. System is not allowing. Select this line item from menu bar subsequent functions. So create transfer order here. Create transfer order. So do you want the dialog here? Do you want to switch to a subsequent function? Is it WM related? Click on yes. Now, when you click on enter here, the system will create one transfer order. So automatically transfer also will be confirmed. Okay. So the transfer is confirmed here. Now again the transfer number is under 2491. Okay, no problem. Now once again you go to VL010. There's a WF part here. Now you can see, observe your outbound number. Now the picker quantity is enabled for you. Okay. Now document transfer is confirmed here. Now select this line item. You need to do the PJ post to get issue. Now automatically stock will be decreased in supplying plan, and meanwhile stock will be in transit. Okay. Now you can observe the stock is in transit. Okay. So now the supplying plan stock will be decreased here. That is getting some. Okay, once again you go to VL010. In VL010 transaction code. Okay. So enter your PJ post to goods issue. Now select this line item and you click on post to goods issue. Now automatically Deller has been saved here. Okay. Now, once again it is showing like this, right? Okay. So sometimes it will do like this. Don't worry. So repeated time you need to do. Is the runtime error. Go to VL010. Enter the PJ number, outbound number, quantity. You need to. You can't save. There has been saved here. Now go to VL010. Yes. Now the Deller has been saved here. Please go and observe the stock over here. The stock out of 100, it should be now only 60 pieces here because 40 pieces will be decreased here. The refresh here, automatically 60 pieces. Okay, the 40 pieces is gone from the plan. Where this 40 pieces, it is in transit. Okay. Now where I can check my transit stock here? Tell me. Where I can check transit stock? MB? Very good. MB5T. So we have a report already we discussed already. MB5T to check the stock in transit. Material. What is my receiving plan? My receiving plan is 2000. Today my receiving plan is 2000. Okay. So I go to execute here. Today my receiving plan is 40. Okay. Now stock is in transit. So now whenever the receiving plan is received, so with reference to this PO, they'll receive the goods. Okay. Meanwhile, stock will be in transit. Now what I'm to do, so if you go to check the stock or in receiving plan, it will not find it. Okay. Now whenever they received, so what they will do, they will perform the goods receipt in MIGO. MIGO. So goods receipt, purchase order. Which people is doing this here? Receiving people, ordering people. Okay. So execute here. 40 pieces they received here. Item okay. Quantity, weight type, purchase data, purchase item standard here. I need to click on check. Maybe 2000 company code dates. Yes, 2006-12. Because dates is most important. So this actually you will get this error. Posting is possible. Posting is only possible like this. You will get error. No, don't worry. Okay. So here 2006 December, right? So time being I will post here 2006 December. But you should not change right. So document only posting date I am changing here. Okay. So later I will do 2000 company code also I will make it because generally we'll use 1000 company code. We never use 2000 company code. It is in that particular date, but I can able to post here. Right. So now you know if I go to come back here, whether my stock is received to my receiving plant or not, I need to observe. Okay. My stock is received or not. Okay. For 2000 company code location, 40 pieces need to receive here. Now, yes, the stock is received to my receiving plant. I want to check both the okay, so plants here. Okay, just remove the plant here. I can able to check both the plants here. 1000 company code. So in 1000 company code, 1000 plant, I have 60 pieces. 2000 company code, 3000 location, I have 40 pieces. All together, I have 100 pieces. Okay. So I have 100 pieces. So with this, we complete all the steps here, but one more step is left here. So invoice, you know how to prepare the invoice. Let me intercompany billing is also there. That is the STO with SD shipping and STO with billing. Okay. The final step actually this is purely SD people, but will not come accurately. Just I will show you the last VF01. Okay, go to VF01 is an intercompany billing. So create billing. What is the transaction code? This is purely will be done by the SD people. Okay, VF01. Go to VF01. It is actually so create billing here. Okay, select this line item and you need to click on execute here. This is actually intercompany billing. Who is my? This is the payer. Is a receiving. The customer is we assign to receiving plan. This is a test customer here. Now select this line item. However, it is not purely SD people will prepare. So the billing documents also will be there. Is intercompany billing. So these are all the steps. Your document number is in. So with this type 1, type 2, type 3, all these STOs you need to practice. So tomorrow we'll meet with any other requirement. Because the new link is changed here. So today notes next 14 days the same link here. Okay. So please download the link immediately. Okay, and practice this STO process here. Okay, Yamuna and Lakshmi, SSV and Arsha. Thank you for all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.